Attention everyone. Hi, can you hear me? Hi, I'm Sangeeta from California, San Francisco. We are here to give you the internship opportunities for you guys who are interested in having a third year internship or final year internship, or sometimes if you want to do any certification in US, then we are here to give you this opportunities. Sometimes students wants to do a dual degree. In US, you are eligible to do like parallel degrees. Your college is offering that through us. In case if any of you are interested in doing any of those kind of dual degree, dual certification, internship opportunities, uh, processing the visas and coming and working over there, let me know if you have any questions. I can start answering regarding that. We have some technical issues. I don't have. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello,
Hi.
good afternoon, ma'am. My
Good
name is
afternoon.
Nitya Singh Solanki,
Mhm.
and I just want to know more about what your it is. Is it a firm or institution or an association? What type of work it does, and I just want to know all the information regarding what will the work and what will the responsibilities. Can you just brief me?
Okay, so basically, we do provide internship for different disciplinaries. For example, engineering students, right? Engineering students, specifically, if they want to come in the software side, they either go in data science, artificial intelligence, and things like that, right? And then they usually tell us what they want to pursue the career in, and accordingly we will provide them the certification and internship, and usually the certifications will be provided by the universities like UC Berkeley, UC Davis, and Stanford. So basically we are more like California based. I hope you know, like in US, like North India and South India, East and West is there, right? So we are totally in California, and we are providing the opportunities either in LA, Los Angeles, but most of our opportunities comes from Silicon Valley Bay Area. And the certification or the courses you're going to study is pretty much around that area. Either it will be in any of the UCs what we have tie up with. See, if you are again, you it all depends on the package you're going to select. If you're going to select the package with a degree, right, then we provide you with the avenue of community colleges, right? Because if you are looking only for certification, sometimes you look for certification like AI, the community colleges won't provide. Big data, community college won't provide. Or human anatomy, nuclear science, community college won't provide. Then we have to go with either UCSF or UC Berkeley. Then we will put you in tie-up with certification with those colleges. So you do the certification, and then the certification can be done online because you don't have to come to the certification for doing over there. But some kind of certification which require lab, then you need to come there to make sure the certification is more valuable, because whatever you say, you learn everything by AI and virtually, right? It's better to do it in person. That time we say, okay, you know what, we'll process your visa, you come over there. But for usually for the internship, usually we provide either off-site internship or online internship. So you decide like whether you want to come and stay there and do the internship. And usually the US government, after the certification and internship, they provide you the 6-month to 1-year visa where you can work in CPT. That because the initial cost, either you come through the loan or you're paying by yourself, there will be a cost acquired. So first year you will be looking at some cost structure where you will be paying money, and from second year onwards, whatever you are going to earn is going to subsidize, and third year and fourth year you'll probably earn it. That's how it goes, the graph wise. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It is pretty much clear. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Can I have? And also, right, I forgot to mention, like some of, see, in US, it's not like in India. Most of the companies like to see not only your GPAs or your academic achievements, they also like to see your extracurricular, your community service, how passionate you are towards what you want to achieve. So, if some of you, and in most of the outside, I think now it's very common in India also, right? People don't do the work only for the one company or one school or one organization, right? Everybody like to do something like entrepreneurial activity, like, passive income, and also they do something towards their passion, right? And most of the company like to see that because they value those things towards your leadership skill. So in case if somebody wants to do, okay, I like to do snowboarding, right? We can able to facilitate that. Or somebody wants to say, okay, I am in, I want to learn flight driving, right? In US, you can earn the flight license as early as 16-year-old, and to get, it's like a car license, right? Again, car licenses comes into 4 different category: commercial or regular, right? So commercial maybe like, you will take about 1 to 3 months, right? Compared to the regular license, which is 15 days. Same thing in US, if you are trying to learn a flight lessons and then try to earn the license, you will earn as early as 6 months, which is about 40 hours. They will look for it, and then they will provide you the license. Usually the students use it towards their either the passive income, or they try to update their resume by doing something like this. And sometimes if you are very interested in sailing, right, and if you want to pursue yourself in some competition, yeah, why not? Those are all the extracurricular we provide. Yeah. Any questions? Anybody has any specific interest? I can say yes, we provide, no, we don't provide. For example, if are you guys learning anything? For example, science students, right? Science students, when you guys come with us, you can also, like, while doing something towards your degree, you can get certification like dental assisting and things like that. So it can be a passive income. For example, dental assisting certificates usually earn $40,000 a year, and then if you learn like flight license, it's like $65,000 a year as a student. So those are also the things we provide, which will also, like, build your resume when you're going to apply for some Ivy League college for the masters, or if you're going to apply for some companies, it will help. So any other questions you have? You have to ask questions. For example, like, okay, let me give you another example. If you are a psychology major, right, people may think like psychology major is mainly towards like medical or like, sociology or humanities kind of degree. But in US, psychology is also looked at in terms of artificial intelligence, because robotics, right, with the advancement in robotics, psychology is now integrated pretty much towards artificial intelligence. So many field can be a versatile field also. So probably, like, if you have any questions like that, you can still ask me now. Have any questions like that? You guys have to ask questions. I'm giving you the clues to ask questions. Any teachers, any professors, you have any questions for me on behalf of your students? Usually, like, during this online internship time, right, usually the professors from US will visit you about 2 weeks. In a month, they'll visit you about 2 weeks, and then if you're taking the internship for 6 months, they will visit you about 3 months. Same thing, your professors will also come there as a visiting professors, so they can understand the corporate nature and how it works over there. Anybody has any questions? Yes. Marketing strategy for what? Short-term and long-term program? Marketing strategy for you guys to come and join us. Here it is. We are not going to take everybody who wanted to join us, because we are only looking for passionate students who really wanted to pursue both the degrees. Because one thing we believe, just because we are giving the opportunities, if you are not doing well here, right, it doesn't make any sense, right? You are not going to do well here, you are not going to do well there. Then we are not going to take you guys. So we are not here for any marketing thing. Basically, I have enough students, because we as a college, we have enough students, and we as a school, we have enough students there. The only reason I came here, because personally, I am from a very small family. When I was back, I'm pretty old, okay? When I was doing my schooling in a small town, and then went for my engineering college, I never have a chance to know what IIT means, what the other opportunity means. Today, we are in a position where we guys can create opportunities for you without GMAT, without TOEFL, without GRE, without SAT. And your colleges, basically, without GRE, TOEFL, SAT, how are we providing the opportunity, right? The only way we are providing the opportunities is based on how your teachers, your professors are going to rate you, and then how, because in US, the laws are very strict. So we don't want to take any liabilities, but your college, your management is ready to take the liability of when they are sending you. So that's the only reason we are approaching your college. That's the only reason we wanted to do visas, or we wanted to take students who are interested from your college to come and study over there. Yeah. Any other question? Did I answer your question, or do you still like any clarification needed? Yeah. I'm not underestimating the power of India. I know that Indian students are very smart, like, Indian organizations are really powerful and all that. But if you want to explore outside opportunities, especially being globalized, right now globalization has started, right? It became like, became like one earth, no more like one country, one nation, no, right? It became one earth. So in this scenario, you still have the opportunities when you want to come and explore outside, and then you want to come back here or you want to stay here. It's totally up to you. You guys can decide what you want to do. Yes. What? Process of selection will always be done individually. Once you got selected from your college for the process, then we'll let you work with our team to see what will be the best option for the career pathway you want to select, what all the courses you want to select will be value added for your resume, because after coming there, if you're not getting a good internship, I don't want to see that. See, when do you say a school is good, right? If you're studying in a school, and then if you get into good college, right? If you get the knowledge what you can be successful in any college where you're going, then you say the school is good, right? Same thing, when you come to us for internship, when you come to us for certification, you are looking at the next step in your career, right? So in that case, the selection process has to be tailored individually. I cannot give a same thing for the 4 students, or I cannot give the same thing for the 3 students just the sake of giving. Rather, we will find out what the students wants to do. We will not involve the parents. We will definitely involve your management and the student to see what is the best for the students, and then we will select the selection of courses, certification and colleges, and then end of the day, I want the students to take responsibility to say, I want this or I don't want this. Because till that last step, we are not moving anywhere. So once the selection process is done, first selection is by management, right? After that, when it comes to the student will give, based on that one-on-one meeting, will give like 10 or 12 different options for the students by having an individual one-on-one conference meeting with the students. Students evaluate it, come back and tell, I wanted to do out of this 12, I like these 3. Can I do it? Then we ask, what is your top 1, 2 and 3? And then whichever is top 1, we'll try to fit you in that. And then After that, you can go and tell it to your parents and see if it's workable for your parents. Then you can come back and say, yeah, process it, then we will process it. Till then, nothing will happen. Yeah, because if you're not interested and if you're coming because of some parent pressure, some social pressure, or thinking, oh my God, you might be like, you are a person who hate coding, who hate math, and suddenly you want to do something in data structures. It doesn't work. It should be something you're willing to do. It's not like the Indian history or Indian science, what you study in 12th grade, you study and forget. It's not that, right? Yeah. Same thing for the, see, for example, a person who has a fear of heights. If you want to come and do the mountain biking and snowboarding, do you think it will work? Definitely not. Right? So it should be something what you love and what it going to match your needs. Any other questions you have? I have one question. Tell me one thing, how many of you like to explore these opportunities when you are in a first year student? One. Okay. How many of you like to explore the, okay, if you are given the opportunity for a transfer, right? See, for example, if your management agrees, you know, right? Second year transfer, that means 2-year degree you do here, and your management is ready to give whatever the 2 years you study in US, the credits over here. That means the 4-year credit, whatever you signed up, you will get it by studying, finishing 2 years here, and then 2 years you study there. And then there are a lot of master's program in US, like, 5-year program, right? So you will get a full-on degree over there. Will you be interested? How many of you will be interested? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. Got a good number. Any other questions you have? You guys have to ask me questions, right? Then only I can answer. Okay, one more thing. During the selection process of college, right? Many people like to select the college based on their personality. How many of you will go for it? For example, some colleges are liberal college, right? Some colleges partying liberal. But see, for being entrepreneurial, right? Then you should take some college which is like liberal. It's not like academic oriented, right? If you're going for research and stuff like that, then you look for some academic based colleges. If you're, let's assume somebody from MBA background, right? I will rather not send them to any academic based college. Rather, I will send them something like liberal entrepreneurial based college, like project based learning, so that they can actually working in some companies while they're studying, and then they gain the actual knowledge of the corporate culture and actual knowledge, and then they work over there. Any other questions you have? Any other questions? Nothing? Anything else like visa requirement or anything else? You have questions? You have question, right? Go ahead.
Ma'am, can you please make us aware about that?
Okay, Being a chemical engineer, whatever the chemical engineering field related program, I don't have it anything on the slides right now, but I can definitely, if you come one on one, I can guide you through that what programs we have, and I can put you with our counselors who can guide you like what programs you can do it. Yeah. See, being a chemical engineer, you can directly go for chemical engineering based companies alone, right? Or you can still have a chance to have something like versatile industry where you can shift. But I have seen a lot of people in the chemical engineering background, they like to pursue in the same chemical engineering background. Yeah, we have programs. UC Davis is very famous for chemical engineering. We have tie-up with UC Davis. And then same thing, UCLA is very famous for chemical engineering. You have tie-up with UCLA. So if you're coming for chemical engineering in particular, we'll probably tie up with one of these two colleges to get the certification or your courses done.
Do we get any kind of scholarship for that? Like
Yeah,
what about the
scholarship
funds?
is always available because scholarship in all the colleges is based on any of the volunteering service or any of the community based service, or sometimes based on any certification you earn. The scholarships are available, or sometimes income based scholarships are also available. Yeah, you can always apply for these scholarships.
All these programs are offline, or we can have them online also?
You can do both. You can do online and you can get the same certification. There are students, right, who wanted to save money. Out of the 2 years, sometimes they come just a month when they are finishing the final project, right? So they wanted to come and collaborate with the instructors whom they did the project with. They wanted to come and collaborate with the students whom they did the project with. They wanted to come and do the final thing over there, they do that. Or they do last 3 months kind of stuff. So parallelly they will be searching for the jobs when they are doing that. So we do provide, because at least they will save money in food, accommodation, transport. Of course, when you're living in another place instead of in India, especially California is one of the very expensive place. In California, since we have tie-ups with some Christian organizations, they are giving the accommodation, food and everything in a very low cost to help the students. But again, some students don't like it. They say, you know what, we don't like your food, we want to Uber it, we want to, it's up to you. But we always provide you the accommodation where with kitchenette, with a community kitchen basically, where you guys can cook, and that way you can reduce the cost quite a bit. It will be like very drastically reduced. Yeah. What other questions you have? Give me your email so I can give you the list of courses, list of certification, list of companies, list of jobs, which is more applicable towards what you want to do. Any other questions? One other thing, when you're studying certification with any of the universities in US, right, you always provide one of your teachers as your coordinators, because there some of the rules are very strict, especially when you're going for a second tier, third tier colleges, they're little lenient, like state colleges. But the moment you approach UC, Stanford, Ivy League, like higher level colleges, private colleges, the expectation is the rigor is higher. So in that case, we always put our teachers and your school counselors as a secondary person before submitting any assignments and anything to them directly. Please review it with us. That way, any other questions you have? So we discussed about the timeline. What other questions you have? I don't know. You have to come up with the questions. Yes.
Ma'am, on what index points academics would select us on?
What?
Ma'am, what are the criteria or index points academic would select us on?
Okay. As long as you are on par with the graduation, we are okay. Sometimes the students have too many areas or too many like remarks when you're not on par with the graduation, right? The academy will think, yeah, you are not ready, right? Or as long as you guys, yeah, that's the only thing. It's not that we are going to expect a higher grades or anything. At least you have to maintain.
It's only about the academic performance or about the personality of the person who's getting the internship or opportunity?
Personality doesn't matter. Every personality can survive in any country. As long as you are not in any criminal activities or anything, you are fine. Only thing like for coming there, only restrictions what probably I think your IPS team or we will look at it, you should have a passion to come there. See if you're coming for 6 month internship, what if you don't like in 1 week, right? You are wasting the, because you're taking, we could have given the same opportunities to somebody, right? Yeah, so just a commitment. Yeah, I selected 1 month, I selected 2 months, I selected 15 days. Doesn't matter. Whenever you give the commitment, make sure you keep up the commitment. That's the main thing we are looking at. I don't believe in school first, school second, school third. Any other questions you have? Irrespective of what you are going to do with us, all your certification are going to be sent to IPS Academy. So they are the one ultimately going to release you after you finishing your requirement over here. Any other questions? Any other questions you guys have?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to ask you that if a person is interested to explore but he's not having any idea about what kind of courses should he choose, so is there, you are providing any means kind of counseling to us that which course is beneficial for us in our future?
Yes, because if it, there are times you don't know which pathway you want to go, right? Because
Yes.
maybe you have taken computer science engineering, right? Computer science is one of the versatile field. You can be, after finishing the computer science, you can go in economic side or you can still stay back in computer science, right? Or if you have taken in the, let's assume you have taken biomedical engineering, you can go in medical side, you can go in biology side, right? Or you are a person who doesn't even know which path you want to decide the future with, then we give, we have some courses called concept of engineering, right? That particular course will usually let the students to take one project in electrical engineering, one project in civil, one project in mechanical. Because see, many people think architect is very interesting field if I am a artist, right? But once you enter into the field, being an artist, it has to be a very dedicated, very detailed oriented, very time consuming field. Probably he or she may not like it. In that case, you will always change it. So we do give those options where you can take like few courses, few certification, where you can explore, or you can take some free session for us. Of course, for selecting, we will give a lot of free session before selection. Not only with the counselor, we have lot of free courses where we want you to go and attend the course and see. Only thing for those free courses what you're attending, you are not going to get the certification, but you will gain the knowledge, number one, to know whether you like it or not, and you will see it is the right field for you or not. For example, right, many of the art portfolio, today you see the iPhones, right? the Rhode Island, the art school, it's an actual art school. That's where it is one of the feeder school for Apple, iPhone. Because the iPhone, right, the way how you feel, how you touch, how you do things, right? Yeah, who's doing it? It's not from any chip design people or it's not from anybody. It's directly from the art students. And same thing, nowadays, in many doctors are working in artificial intelligence field. Many doctors. Many doctors I know working in Google, in a corporate, right? Many lawyers, corporate lawyers, right? So you never know which one you want to choose. Because nowadays we have a myth, look, corporate means it's only software, no. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
So yeah, we do give, but there is a not like, it's not an indefinite time like that you can keep doing it for 2 years free courses. We have a limitation of 6 months. So every student will be given a 6 month worth of courses where they can choose and they can enroll themselves for free and they can see is it the right one for them before enrolling.
Ma'am, actually, we all want to know that we all belong to MBA, means management background. So,
No, I couldn't hear. Come back.
ma'am, we all belongs to, I mean, we all are pursuing MBA right now.
Okay.
So we want to, we want some courses related to that, and we also want to know about the duration. Means, what is the time duration of course to be completed? So these are some of the question, and about what amount you are charging for that.
Okay, you know what? Time duration, the in India we say like engineering means 4 years, 2 years, right? In US there is nothing called time duration in any universities. It depends, like you can take 2 courses in a year or you can take 4 courses in a year, right? It depends on the number of courses you're going to get the equal number of credit. For somebody who does like 6 units, like you know, every course is considered as 4 units, right? 3 to 4 units. And if a student is taking anything more than 3 or above, they are going to consider as a full-time student. If the student is taking 2 unit course, that means like 6 credit course, right? They are going to consider as part-time. Whether you are going to do part-time, full-time doesn't matter. End of the day, certification you arrive. So every course there is a requirement. If you do 40 units, right, you will get this certification. You will get 60 units, you will get this certification, like that. If you did 12 units, you get this certification. So the timing is totally depending on how you are going to drive and finish. There is nobody is going to tell you like you have to do. We can only show you if you take during the, we will call it as fall, winter, summer, like that. It's not like a year-long program, right? Some colleges do by quarters. Some colleges do by semester. Semester means every course it will have 2 sessions. It will have 1 session which starts about like roughly about 5 months is called semester. Quarter means a course will start and then end within 3 months. Let's assume a course is starting on September 15, it will probably end on December 15. That is called as a quarter. That means in a year they can do 4 quarters, right? So yeah, based on that the students can decide to take this quarter I'm taking 2 courses, next quarter I'm taking 6 courses, depending on the course load. Also depending on the type of course. Some course you might be taking only for the prerequisite, right? So you don't have to go in depth. But some course you might be taking for your career base. Probably you want to do the course in depth. In that case, for that time when you're taking that course, you will probably like take your less workload.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Bottom line, we don't want you to take any course just for sake of getting into some industry. We really want you to take the course, what you're passionate about, think about it next so many years of your life, you're going to end up in that industry. Any other questions you have? See, people do learn course for different reasons. Some people learn course just for knowledge, okay, betterment of knowledge. Maybe they have an engineering degree, they have a certification, maybe the whatever the certification they got, they are not very happy with what they have learned. They come for knowledge. Some people come, oh no, I need this certification so I can get this particular job or this particular degree. For example, if they want to go for masters, or if they have aim in some particular colleges, or some people come and learn courses because they wanted to develop a business. They will have some kind of business model in their mind that they want to develop. Some people come and learn courses to know how to start a business, right? So, or how to get into the field, how to navigate the field, and what all the opportunities available in the field. So, the reason why people come to study or come to get internship, come for job, some people want to come to US just for the experience, just for to get the globalized knowledge. So they wanted to have their own business in India. Some people just want to come out because maybe they like the land, maybe they like the extracurricular, maybe they like the culture. There are different reasons, right? So you have to choose what is driving you to do that, and then for that you have to do. Some people want to come. I've seen a lot of girls want to come to US because of the no restriction, or like free culture, things like that. Any other questions? Any other questions? You can ask me any questions, whatever comes in your mind. I can try to answer whatever I know. Not necessarily you have to join us. Maybe if you have planned to join somewhere else, if you have a questions, you can still ask me. Any other questions you have? Okay, have you ever, any of you tried anywhere outside before? Have you explored any other places? Any feedback? Oh, I'm getting this. If I get this, it will be betterment for me. Yeah. Questions? Come on. Any other questions you have? Anything else? Okay, in California, when you come for a job, usually your salaries are anywhere starting from $17 all the way up to $45, $50 per hour, depending on where you're going to do the job. Are you looking for anything else from me? So this will be your, okay. Now let's come for the sample cost structure. This will be like kind of a thing what you might be expecting. Let's assume, see, I put 24 units. That's like maximum number of units. You can even like finish it to finish your degree, right? Like, yeah. Anything else I can explain you guys? Girls? No questions. Can you conclude? Can we conclude? Looks like nobody has questions. Or shall we wait for 5 minutes? Yeah. Okay, how many of you are involved in any competitions, any extracurricular here? Okay, any further questions? Please feel free to ask your management. They can ask us and then we can give you further feedback or further we can answer your questions, or if you're looking for any free classes to understand what you want to do, like that's one of the very valid question he asked, right? What if I don't know what to do? That's very valid for most of the kids at your age, I think. If you are in that stage, then feel free to ask your management. We can give you one-on-one counseling to show what are all the pathways available for you. There is no commitment that you have to come and study with us, or we'll be very happy at least we enlighten you with the knowledge. We are here because of your management can ask us to come and give some feedback, and they wanted to give some opportunity for you guys to show you what kind of internship pathways or opportunities outside that you can utilize by learning whatever you're learning here today, right? Maybe it can be useful for your campus interviews, because another thing what we do is a training for the interviews, training for the extracurriculars and stuff like that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this great session. Can we have some great round of applause for ma'am? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.